welcome to Stephen Johnson Stocks. Let me just first say, made two trades, one green, one red. You'll see them both in the video. The red one, I took the trade and my internet went off, and by the time I got it back on, I was down on it. So I almost haven't even traded. Lost overall, between the wins and the losses, I lost 70 bucks. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. And the reason I don't give a fuck is because I have gone through this process in the last few weeks where I've learned so much about myself, because the market's been a bit more quiet lately and there's not been as much momentum in the last few weeks. So I thought, okay, worked really hard the last 10 months, established a good base. Let's go out a few times. Let's have a few nights out because I haven't seen friends in ages. And yes, it was kind of fun. And yes, I tapped some lasses, and my tongue went in her mouth, her tongue went in my mouth. We touched each other. It felt nice. But ultimately, after a week of doing it, I was like, this is not happiness. And I started thinking, well, what is happiness? And I think I've said this before, and I was thinking, maybe the secret to happiness is being good looking. Because honestly, good looking people seem really happy all the time. But then I was like, well, I'm a 7 maybe out of 10, maybe an LA 6. And I'm not settling for just average happiness. And then it was after, it's been tough. And it's been a war out there. I think of trading as a war. And I'll tell you what, I do not leave a motherfucking brother behind. We're all in this together. But looking at the market yesterday, it was like the return of the motherfucking Jedi. There's momentum coming back into the market. I'm seeing patterns that I used to make money on coming back. And I am just so excited. And I realize achieving a goal is happiness. Working to achieve something bigger than who I am is happiness. And I'm so excited to see the momentum back in the market. I'm so pumped up about this whole fucking process, and I'm so grateful that I can share it with you guys. And I'm fucking telling you, if you're not doing it, do it now. I don't give a shit if I'm selling term services. Sign up to the fucking silver program. I have an affiliate link below. Join the challenge. Join STT Pro. It's the best thing I've ever fucking done. And I'm sorry if that sounds salesy, but it's the truth. Now, trades! Okay, so this was last week's cliffhanger. And I was buying KTOS here on the 9s, on the break of 9. And Tim Sykes, if you watch these videos, I honestly might have been a bit of a dick before, but I get it now. I genuinely understand it now, and it's just refining. And Tim says this a lot too. I bought this in the 9s. At worst, I would have sold it at 8.97. There is no downside to this. And how did I figure this shit out? Because a lot of things clicked. 1, it's a government and security sector. 2, the stock is up on fucking earnings. Okay. 3, let's look at the long-term chart. It's a multi-month breakout. Wait a minute, it's a motherfucking multi-year breakout. It's a multi-year breakout on 9. And just to top it off, I buy the stock. Let's take a look at when I bought it. I bought this stock up here on the break of 9. Pretty solid stock. It's up. It's holding its highs all day. It's running into the close. It's up on earnings. I'm going to swing it. It's a government security sector. It's got contracts with the government. And then I hold it, slight gap up. And then it's funny because they released this news on Monday morning. And I was like, good, a PR. Kratos and Hawkeye 360 announced collaboration. I was like, sweet. And then I read this word, and my hopes just dropped immediately. Under the MOU, and that's like a memorandum of understanding. The companies will explore opportunities to augment Kratos' terrestrial-based sensor network capabilities. Now, there's no contract, there's no money. Basically, the CEO has been rang Hawkeye and went, hey, how you doing? Let's make up some news. And they've basically just made up. There's let's just pretend that we've got some sort of agreement because I want, as the CEO of KTOS, to push my stock price above its 3-year highs because we've never done it before. So this looks a bit manipulated. I'm personally not bothered. Happy to piggyback the news. Happy to be selling in the 930s. And guess what? The next time I see a multi-year breakout, the stock's holding its highs, it's up with a catalyst, I am going to go fucking big. Okay. So here's a quick lesson in pump and dumps. Basically, pump and dumps are where shady illegal characters, well, it's not illegal, but it's barely legal. Shady characters basically use tickers and they pump them up through like emails, and they encourage people to buy them, saying it's the best stock in the world, and they slowly up the stock price. And identical charts, really. Zeno, this is a while back. ZPass, this is more recent. And what I was looking for, basically it's the penny stocking framework pattern by Tim Sykes. Excellent pattern, still works to this day. That's probably why he's bringing out a penny stocking framework part 2 video. And basically the 3's the run up, the 4's the crash, and then this 5's the bounce. And I was looking for this in ZPass, and great that I recognized the pattern. Great that I'm only trading a few patterns, but I was way too early. I mean, it had its first red day, shorts pile in because it's the first red day of an absolute joke company, and I should have been in more. I should have been in when the stock was green. I was buying a stock on its second red day when it was red again, and I just had a crazy idea that I thought the promoters might save it, and it reminded me to not stop thinking that I'm better than the market and just play the fucking patterns. I mean, it really is that simple. And I got excited, emotionally bought in here. Then my computer fucking switched off, the internet turned off. So I restarted everything, and 10-15 minutes later, when I looked at it, the stock was down here and I just sold. And it sucks, but stuff happens like this. Your computer will the internet will break. But the good thing is, and for you guys to recognize this pattern, because it happens over and over and over, this is Zeno, this is a 30 cents bounce, this is ZPass, it's the exact identical fucking chart, same thing, and it bounced. I mean, obviously a better buy. I mean, you watch it panic, and again, you're buying it on a red day, which I don't like, but when it starts to coil here, I mean, fuck, you've got 80 cents of upside. It's insane if you just recognize the pattern. I personally wouldn't have bought this because I wouldn't have bought it on a red day, but the upside, it's insane. Okay, this is a little bit different, but I just want to talk you through a few different stock patterns because honestly, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Room, but it's about a girl and a woman who's trapped. It's like a Joseph Fritzl story, and after 15 years, the girl sees the world again, and it's this amazing thing. And seeing these patterns again for the first time in a few months isn't quite like being trapped in a basement, and it's probably a bad analogy, but it's fucking brilliant. Not trapping someone in a basement. I'd never condone anyone traps anyone. I think it's fucking sick. But what is amazing is Ford and TCCO. And for two reasons. They're both low float, they're both up on earnings, and they're both very similar patterns. You see, they've basically been flatlining, and then they've had this unprecedented volume. And guys, I really want to show you this because these are like the fucking ideal patterns. Like, it's low float, it's massive volume compared to normal, and it's a multi-month breakout. I mean, and if you go back a couple of years, this is not a bad chart. It's not downtrending. It's not a bad chart, and it's proven it can run before. It's basically the perfect buy. The problem is you have to be quick because it's not really gapping up and there's no immediate time to buy. But if you're quick, you can, I would say, it's immediately up from the 113 to 180, and then it's up into the 30s. You get that first red candle, the first green candle to make a new high. I mean, it is up 15 cents, but it's on earnings. It's not a bad chart. You can basically buy in the 130s, risk the bottom of the red candle, so you can risk like maybe buy at 130, give yourself 5 cents, stop out 125. And I mean, and you're literally away. You can sell in the 60s. That's a big, big gain. And then you don't care about the rest of it. But the reason I would buy this stock and play it like that and not buy TCCO is because TCCO is on everyone's radar. Similar pattern, but it's gapped up too much. I mean, it's up from the 50s. It's gapped up $1 a share already. But I mean, we can still look at it. It's quite interesting. With TCCO, it's it's gapping up and it's holding its highs pre-market, which is again a very, very solid sign. It's not like selling off because people are panicking to get out before the market opened. And with this one, I don't think you get as clean an entry. I mean, you've got the push up here, up into the 440s. You wait for the first red candle. You buy the first green candle to make a new high. Pulls back a little bit more, so that's not your entry because you're waiting for the first green candle. And it just doesn't come. It sells off. So you don't have that opportunity to buy in. And the reason is because it's up. It's already made its move pre-market. But again, it's nice to see that momentum. When you see a stock holding its highs pre-market, there's the option to buy in there and risk off this support. I mean, again, I trade like 2 patterns because I'm too scared to trade at the moment when there's no momentum. But you can be risking off the 350s and then you've got a push up to 430. Great, great, great momentum. And the last one is ECYT. I mean, again, it's a multi-month breakout. It's unprecedented volume. It's up on earnings again. And the reason why I feel like a kid at Christmas is because I'm seeing these U-shaped breaks again. I haven't seen, it's like Home Alone, where the guy, he rediscovers the meaning of Christmas and he meets his parents again. And the reason I feel like this is because we're seeing these U-shapes come back in, which I've missed so much. My favorite thing was buying a U-shape at about 10:30, and we see the stock pops up, we're on 5-minute candles here, spins, kind of coils around, volume comes back in, new high, you buy the 269 break on the U-shape, and then you sell them around 285. And we've kind of got another kind of a smaller U-shape here where when you're buying this break, maybe in the 280s, you're risking off 270s. I mean, you've only got like 10 cents on this one, but the point is that the U-shapes are coming back. Alhamdulillah, thank fucking God. Thanks a lot for watching. I just want to say that haters are going to be like, oh, it's just another losing video. And I'm going to tell you right now, and he's losing money again. And I'm going to tell you now, just about everyone I know has tried to minimize losses. And they've struggled a bit more this last month because there hasn't been much momentum. But the important thing is being prepared for when there is momentum. And I am very excited for things getting back on track in the next few months. And if you see the momentum coming as well, please show your support and solidarity with me and write in the comments box, Return of the Jedi, or just your favorite fucking Star Wars character. Because momentum is coming back, baby. I'll see you later.